Yeah, welcome to this video, some blitz action here on the ICC 5-minute game. Okay, I wanted to go to the Leningrad Dutch, and okay, he's playing an interesting move order here, allowing me to play a quick e5. Nothing I particularly fear. Yeah, well, should I play g6 or should I play with bishop e7? Maybe bishop e7 here is also okay. If he goes d4 and I play e4, it looks a bit like reversed French. Interesting. Yeah, how to set up? I guess I should play c6 at some point to have d5 ready. Okay, queen c2, maybe here. Knight might come to c6, to c7 later, supporting d5. And it had some idea of playing knight b4. Okay, how to proceed? He's not really clarifying his intentions on the queen side. a3, b4. We can play b4 here. Okay. He has not castled yet. That's also a bit curious. Okay, quick b4. The knight probably needs to go here anyway. I might have a5. Okay, now he's castling. Interesting. So on d4 I have e4. If he goes b5, no, it's not particularly threatening. He can play c5, which I probably will just ignore and let him take. That's an interesting position here. Queen e8 possibly allows queen h5 at some point, but not easy to accomplish. Is there some way to get some activity going here? Yeah, not sure. Queen maybe to h6. The possible f4. Yeah, there is no direct clash of forces in this position. The whole setup that I have is geared towards the king side, so I'm getting the queen over there. Yes, that was clear that this is a viable option. I was always intending to just let him take. Yeah, probably here, and then let him take on d6. If this happens, the bishop on d6 is nicely placed towards h2 on the king side. Now I'm threatening e4 with a... Okay, he's prevented that. Okay, but I have some ideas now. Okay, I think I should take... maybe not. Maybe knight g4 immediately. Trying to put some pressure on the king side. Threatening now to take e4, I take f3. I'd like to provoke some sort of pawn move like h3. This would be very helpful. Okay, he's played h3, but there's nothing... I cannot really punish it at the moment. If I go back... Okay, he's got bishop c1, possibly. Yeah, that's a slight problem. Sorry. That's really a problem. Bishop c1. If I go back, bishop c1, yeah? And f4 is not a move I really want to play. Okay. We'll probably take with the knight. It's very tricky position. Probably not a very good one. threatening to take on d6 and take on g4, yeah? Very simple, but possibly also strong. Yeah, I wanted to play knight d5, but he can just take on d6. Maybe I need to gamble with this. Knight d6, knight e3, some sort of attack like that. It could be dangerous with bishop h3 coming. This is, I don't know, probably not objectively working, but it's not very easy to play for white. Takes, takes. I have knight e3 as well at the end with the mate on g2. It's a very tricky position. Probably the computer finds some refutation, but it looks dangerous to me. And there's also bishop takes g2 with a double check and knight e3 winning the queen. So I can take here now.
Check.
And if he takes with the king, knight e3 wins the queen. So he probably has to move the king now. After which I have queen e3 as well. Like king g1. Okay, he's giving up the queen, so I'm taking this. The whole thing is not entirely clear. He's got some stuff for the queen. And I only have 1 minute left, so the typical problem. It's not so easy to play. Maybe rook f8, queen d5 check, this kind of stuff could be good. Getting some sort of attack on the king. The knight on h2 is shielding his king quite reliably at the moment. My knight on e3 is really a piece I need to use.
Check.
Knight f6 check he's got. Check. Okay. That's not something I wanted to do. Exchange the knight, but okay. Seconds. Oh, that's nice. I can take it. He can take it because of the pin, check. But he didn't see it. Yeah, okay, this pawn should decide the issue. He could have taken on g4, which would have been a real cooler here. Here, played this far too quickly. He can take now, and then it's entirely unsure what's going on. Here I'm winning here with h5, for example. This is stronger. If he takes now, I have queen h7. But okay, I needed to move quickly, of course. Hard to tell all this. I mean, I sort of stumbled into this position where It's not clear what I should do. No, the computer just wants to retreat. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I mean, I was thinking he can play bishop c1, and I didn't want to play f4. f4 looked, I don't know, I didn't like it. The computer, however, thinks after f4 I'm perfectly alright. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am. What I didn't really appreciate is one thing here. I always thought that if I go g5, g4, he will just play knight h2 and cover this, but I have knight e6 to d4. This is in fact quite an okay position for black. I also always feared d4, but it's not so quick to get in. I mean, yeah, okay, this was a misjudgment. I thought that I needed to move the queen here, or let's say f4 is better, but I thought that something like that is not really working, or even this one is even worse. And therefore I thought, okay, f4 is not very good, and okay, misjudgment I took, and then I went for this, but it does not seem to work. The computer gives white a win here. I was thinking this is interesting, but probably not correct. Takes, and the computer is cold-bloodedly taking on h3. Okay, yeah, the problem is that after knight e3 there's queen b3 check. Huh? This is the problem. I can do something like that, but there's always this check, which I didn't really appreciate. This is the same thing. He always has this tempo. Yeah, so this just wins for him, and this is probably yeah, this is probably losing. He must go here, of course. After which the computer is not giving me a direct win, just -1. After here, well, I'm just taking the queen, and this is a win probably, but not so easy. Okay, I missed knight a1 here. This is stronger because the knight has no escape square anyway. Yeah, this is pretty clear. And here, yeah, it is a compass -3 and stuff, but it's not so easy to do.
Check.
Ah, I made a mistake. Ah, I can take here. That's very difficult to see. The check. And then this one. That's very difficult for a human to see with a vicious double attack. It's the typical case of those combining queen moves. If you have some time, you will see it, but it's not so easy with 30 seconds or what I had on the clock.
Check.
This is keeping some advantage, but it is less clear, by far less clear. Yeah, okay, difficult here with the little time. Interesting game though. Thanks for watching.